Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something that seems so simple, but honestly, it might just hold the key to unlocking a ton of peace and joy in your life. We're talking about gratitude and how those two little words, thank you, can literally change everything. You know, this quote right here really nails the core of what we're talking about. God, thank you. It's a phrase we say all the time, right? Maybe it's a habit, maybe we don't even think about it. But what if we actually stopped for a second and felt the incredible power that's packed into those words? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. So, here's our game plan. First up, we'll unpack the real power behind thank you. Then, we'll get real about why it's sometimes so hard to feel grateful. We'll talk about finding thanks when things are tough, learn a super simple ritual to make it a habit, and finally, figure out who we should really be thanking. All right, let's dive right into section 1, the power of 2 words. And just so you know, this goes way beyond just being polite. Gratitude, as we're about to see, is a seriously powerful tool for your mind and your spirit. Think about this for a second. Thank you is one of the very first things we teach our kids. Why? Because we just know that all our relationships with family, with friends, they get stronger with those 2 words. And here's the kicker from the source material. Our spiritual relationship is exactly the same. It needs that foundation of gratitude to really thrive. And this isn't just some feel-good idea. There are real, tangible effects. Get this. The source points to a study that found that just starting your day by writing down one thing you're grateful for has a huge impact. We're talking measurable, quantifiable increases in peace and joy. It's such a tiny action for such a massive payoff. So the real secret here is to capture these moments. You've got to bottle them up somehow. Why? Because let's be honest, our memories aren't always reliable, especially when we're struggling. Our brains are wired to fixate on the problem in front of us. So when you have a physical record of past blessings, it's like undeniable proof that God has been faithful, even when it doesn't feel like it. And the best part, it's ridiculously easy to do. Seriously, don't overthink it. Use the Notes app on your phone, get a journal, or just scribble it on a sticky note and slap it on your mirror. The method is not the point. Preserving that memory of gratitude is. Okay, this leads to a super important question. If gratitude is so powerful and so simple, why is it so darn hard for so many of us? That's what we're digging into in section 2, our daily gratitude deficit. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. Most of the time, our brains are living in that left column, aren't they? What's next? What do I need to get? If only I had that, then I'd be happy. But gratitude lives over in the right column. It's all about the now, this moment, and what we already have. And here's the real tragedy of living in that what's next world. We are literally wasting the present. This moment is slipping through our fingers while we're daydreaming about a future that isn't even here yet, and we totally miss the gifts that are right in front of us. We have to flip the script in our heads. Every single moment, even this one right now listening to this, is a gift. It's not just a means to an end, it is the gift. And realizing that, that's the first huge step toward a life filled with gratitude. In fact, a miracle has already happened for you today. It happens so often that we don't even see it as a miracle anymore. But it is. You woke up. You were given another day. That is not a guarantee for anyone, and it's probably the most fundamental thing we have to be thankful for. Now, besides our obsession with the future, there's another major gratitude killer out there: comparison. It is practically impossible to feel genuinely thankful for what you have when you're constantly scrolling and measuring your life against someone else's highlight reel. It is a toxic trap that just poisons any chance of real contentment. So let me ask you this, and be honest. Do you find your mind is always racing ahead to tomorrow's problems or next year's goals? I'd really love to hear from you on this. Drop a comment below and share any little tricks you use to pull yourself back into the now. Okay, so we know gratitude is important, and we know what gets in the way. But what about when life is just plain hard? That's where the rubber meets the road. And that's what we're tackling in section 3, finding thanks in the storm. This right here is such a game-changing distinction. Real life-altering gratitude isn't about gritting your teeth and waiting for the bad stuff to end. It's not saying thank you once the storm passes. It's about finding the courage to say thank you right in the middle of the mess. Not because you're thankful for the hardship, but because your thankfulness is anchored to something much, much deeper. So how is that even possible? I mean, really? It's possible because our circumstances are like waves on the surface of the ocean. They're always changing, always moving. But your gratitude can be the anchor that's dropped way down deep, holding on to what never changes. What's happening to you doesn't have to control your thankfulness if you're focused on what is most true. And the Source gives us this incredible list of those anchors, of those unchanging truths. Just look at these for a second. His grace, love, forgiveness, strength, care, power, goodness. Even when your whole world is shaking, these things are rock solid. This is what lets you honestly say, God, I hate what's going on right now, but I thank you for your grace that hasn't changed. I thank you for your love. I thank you for your strength. This is how you find thanks in the storm. So the connection here is crystal clear. If you want peace, if you want less anxiety, the path is through thanksgiving. It works because it shifts your focus off of the storm raging around you and onto the unshakable anchor that you're holding onto. All right, let's switch gears from the why to the how. It's one thing to know we should be grateful. It's another thing to actually do it. So in this section, we're gonna look at a simple gratitude ritual you can start like tomorrow morning. The Source lays out this beautiful, simple 4-step morning prayer. First, just acknowledge that miracle we talked about, that you woke up. Then ask for help to use the day well. Third, commit to making a positive impact. And finally, ask God to open your eyes so you can see the good things and be thankful all day long. Starting your day like this can totally change its direction. Now, if a formal prayer isn't really your style or you just want another tool in your toolbox, here's another awesome practical idea. Try a thank you walk. The rules are incredibly simple, but they're so powerful. For the whole walk, you have one job. Say thank you. That's it. You don't ask for anything, you don't list your problems, you just walk and intentionally thank God for the specific, simple stuff. A warm house, your family, the food in your fridge. It forces your brain to focus only on what's good. You know what? Let's try it right now, right this second. What's one simple thing that pops into your head that you're thankful for? Doesn't have to be huge. Let's start a wave of gratitude. Go ahead and drop it in the comments below. Let's see how many things we can be thankful for together. Okay, for our final section, we're gonna go one level deeper. Because it's not just about feeling thankful, it's about where we aim that thanks. This is all about seeing the true source behind our blessings. This verse from the book of James is really the foundation for this whole idea. It says that every good thing, no exceptions, comes from one place. And that perspective changes everything about how we practice gratitude. But here's the trap we all fall into. We tend to thank the person or the thing that brought us the blessing. The Source calls this the delivery system, and we totally forget about where that blessing actually came from in the first place. The example from the Source makes this so clear. Imagine a doctor helps you get well. Of course you thank the doctor. They're amazing. But in this way of thinking, the doctor is the delivery system. The Source is God, who designed a body that can heal and gave that doctor the skill and wisdom to help out. So yes, always thank the delivery system, but true gratitude looks past them to thank the ultimate source too. This is what takes our gratitude to a whole new level. It becomes directed gratitude. It's about tracing every good thing back to its origin, recognizing the ultimate giver behind every gift we receive. It just adds so much more depth and meaning to being thankful. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. What's one delivery system in your life? A person, a job, an opportunity that you've been thanking, but maybe without also acknowledging the true source behind it all. It's a really powerful question that can totally reframe how we see the blessings all around us. If you were inspired with this video, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Be Thankful. Feel free to share this video as well. Thank you and God bless.